Wait, what are we doing again?
I like how
What's
you
going
say
on?
that. I like how you say that right when the show starts.
What's
It's
going on
great.
again?
I don't know. What is this?
What are we doing?
Why are we still here?
I
Just
was I was watching some new digital rev and I got interrupted. Live thing. Like, what is this? Have you watched some of the new digital rev videos?
I saw the one that was the not the GoPro one, the previous
phone,
one, the other
the
one.
iPhone one.
Yeah, with the new host.
Yeah,
And I think people are well, it's going to be a new host, new show. I think the issue is that host, she's trying to like copy Kai. I don't know, that's the vibe that I get, and it's trying too hard to be like Kai, and I just don't know if that's the right take. I don't think it is, but
I think
I don't
I
know.
think she's gonna start off. I mean, like it's I think it's gonna happen to anybody. It's just like you're trying to like take up this mantle, and you're probably gonna try to copy whatever has happened previously, but over some time you'll just develop your own style. So I
Yeah,
think she's pretty good at hosting.
I think it's fine. It's just people have a certain expectation because it's digital rev TV, right? It's
Digital.
the main channel. So
I knew it, Danny. We should have applied for it. We should have moved to Hong Kong and just
y- you are right. I totally forgot about that there was an application form to be a host for digital rev TV.
yeah,
I remember that. Should have applied.
should have applied. What's going on, guys?
What is good, everybody?
Hello, hello. Let's see here. Keith already busting out his new gear, Zuyun Crane. Sorry, Smooth Q. We'll talk some of that. Photo Miike is doing some Philip DeFranco right now. Mm-hmm. Killian, what time is it supposed to start? We're going to start in 4 minutes. Danny, right?
Officially, yes.
Officially, yeah. Welcome to the pre-show. Oh, Keith complaining about our daylight savings, but I ain't complaining. I got that extra hour of sleep yesterday. Felt good.
Man, I woke up pretty early. It's funny, not everyone has the time change, so I think it's just
Yeah,
here on the
I
West
never knew
Coast.
that. I thought that affects the world. I mean, it does affect the world, but I thought that the time change is pretty global, but I guess not.
Yeah. I'm the Brown. Yes, I am trying to be active again on YouTube, whatever I can do with as little time consumption as possible. So,
I know. I'm so glad to see the videos.
yep, I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying real hard. Okay. Especially that video about some of them features. Oh man. Oh well, we'll see what
Let's
happens.
see.
I'm probably back on the bad Sony list, unfortunately. Okay, whatever.
Stirring the pot, Danny.
I know, right? Damn it. Okay.
Yes, Rodell's right. We're still in pre-show mode, so hang on tight. Steven Sanchez says, "Can't hear you guys." Uh-oh.
Okay. Let us know if we're having trouble hearing us on your end. Oh, we're echoing the audio.
Rodell says he can hear us just fine. Echoing audio.
Let's see. Good thing we're still in the pre-show. I mean, I only have the Rode NT, unless it's picking up on my earphones or something. Holy smack.
Oh, snaps.
I'm the Brown dropped $21. I'm the Brown.
Can't top that.
Dang it, more pressure on me, man. Jeez, yeah. I'm the Brown.
Danny, better put those content out.
Dude, I'm trying to, I want to go back to daily videos, but I'm just like, man, that's insane. Okay. Shoot. Damn, I'm the Brown. Now it's back in my All right, man. I'll try. I'm gonna go for it.
Awesome. Thanks, I'm the Brown.
Yeah.
Everyone says no trouble, loud and clear, no audio issues, no echoes. Okay, sounds good. Thank goodness.
Tag the shooter, get in our case. why we haven't switched to Tuesday yet. I'm sorry, man. We started on that Monday live tag.
It's Monday live, it ain't Tuesday live. Maybe Tuesday live for some other people around the other globe.
That's true, actually. For some people, it is. Let's see.
What Reginald?
Am I having the audio issues?
I don't think so. I think everyone says it's good, unless Keith, you have 2 tabs open. I don't know.
Maybe I do. Let me check.
Reginald says Jason's Sony event is actually an A9 S-Log protest rally.
Well,
I'm just gonna like do this and walk away.
Hey guys, whoa! Just keep that on me on my end. Don't throw Jason in on that stuff, okay?
I'm gonna get looped in. On this. Somehow.
There's a reason why he's wearing that Sony hat. Just letting you guys know that right now.
Oh, let me just take this off.
Just let my head creep into the shell a bit.
But no, seriously, guys. Reginald, if you guys have something you want to tell Sony, like something that you want included into the cameras, like S-Log and what's that app called again, Danny? It starts with a P. What is it?
Play Memories app.
Play Memories. There we go. Let them know. Show them. Be like, need S-Log. Need dang it. What is it called again? Play Memories. There we go.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, definitely opening a can of worms. All right, so folks, it is already 7:01 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm sorry if it's much later for you somewhere around the world, but we are going to go ahead and get started with the live show this evening. I'm here with Jason Vong. Jason Vong, say hi.
What's going on?
Jason Vong, extraordinaire. Can't go wrong with Jason Vong. As you know, we usually start our show with hashtag new gear, but we also have some news topics we're going to be covering this evening, and I'm going to quickly breeze through them before we continue on with the rest of the show. Typically, we take our questions at the end of the show, or Q&A. So as far as some couple of news items we're going to look at today is the 100 to 600 E-mount rumor that's proposed to come out, an updated firmware for the 70-200, a free SD card, UHS 2 from B&H Photo on your pre-order for the A7RIII, 7 artisans announcing 2 new E-mount lenses, a new speed booster for E-mount from Viltrox, and then kind of hitting our topic title, which is the A7RIII and whether or not you should upgrade. Any questions you might personally have about it that you want to bounce off Jason Vong and myself. But we are going to be starting with the hashtag new gear segment. Definitely let us know what new gear you recently picked up this week, or maybe you missed the show last week. Let us know what you recently got. But even before, well, we'll talk about it after new gear, but let's go ahead and dive into it. Jason Vong, what is some new gear you have recently picked up?
So right now, just prepping for the Sony a7RIII. So I think one of our helpful viewers out there on Twitter hit us up and let us know that if we buy 3 of the Sony NPFZ100 batteries, the batteries that the A9 and the A7RIII uses, if we buy 3 of those, they get discounted at $20 per battery, as long as we buy 3. So I save like $60 buying those 3 batteries, because gotta have the extra batteries for the A7RIII. So that's something that I've picked up. It's supposed to get here tonight, but I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
And you bought some batteries for a camera you don't have yet.
Oh yeah, getting ready, man. Once that camera comes, I'm ready to use it, because like there's a concert that I kind of want to shoot the following day, and the following day after that, there's a wedding that I need to go shoot too. So I'm hoping to get that camera in time, have everything ready to go shoot the weddings and the concert. That way I can get cracking on the user experience review.
Wait, so you said that concert thing you're expecting is happening around the time frame you get the camera, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, literally when it launches. I'm hoping. Oh, actually, Danny, do you know if B&H will actually try to ship the camera earlier, so it'll arrive on launch day, or will it ship on launch day and I'll get it days after?
You know what? Here on the West Coast, I never ever get it on time, man. I don't know.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
November 30th is my birthday, so B&H Photo. Get it to me.
Oh, there we go. Oh, snaps. I'll put that little calendar reminder.
Oh man. I don't know. Mine says Does yours say back ordered on there?
Yeah, mine says back ordered. Wait, what do you mean?
Okay. On the A7R3.
Well, like, does that mean anything? I just thought it just meant like it's a pre-order. I don't know.
We'll see. Well, maybe we can get that fixed later. We'll find out. All right.
Oh yeah, just really quickly, that battery deal is on bestbuy.com. So if you have to buy 3 batteries or 3 of any items, and you'll like save money or something like that. But I got 3 batteries and saved $60.
Yeah, I would say that for me, when I was shooting for a full day, 2 batteries, I barely got by on two batteries on the A9. So if you're doing a lot of video, very heavy, I think at this point you'll have 4 batteries, right, Jason?
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll have the one battery in the camera and 3 additional ones. That's gonna set you're pretty much set, I would say, for a full day. Holy mac and cheese and meatballs! Alex Sandoval has just dropped $25. Alex Sandoval, thank you for the $25 super chat.
You, Alex. Woo! I think we should just take the time and also let other people know about the super chat, Danny.
Yeah, if you are interested in dropping some super chat, or if you have a comment that you'd like to pop up to the top, and again, this is nothing you have to do. It's there. There's a little symbol next to the little smiley face at the bottom left, I'm assuming, where you can put a numeric amount that you want to put for the super chat. But again, we're not asking you to have to do it. It's just if you'd like to get a comment up if it's not being seen. So, yeah.
Awesome.
There we go.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Alex.
Thanks, everyone. You guys are the best.
And Alex, I don't know if you're going to be at the Jason Vong event, but I'm going to be probably going to that as well on Friday and possibly Saturday too. So cool. And
then the other item on my list, it's not really a new gear, but I got the Sennheiser AVX wireless lav. Been having some audio issues with it. I think a lot of you guys called me out on it, saying like my audio is distorting in the videos before I went to New York. So I caught up Sennheiser and I told them about my problems. They had me send in the AVX wireless lav, so they're gonna take a look at it. Hopefully they'll send me another one and it won't have any issues. But until then, I'm expecting to not see my mics for like 2-3 weeks.
Damn,
which is a bummer.
I'm glad I stuck with my Rode.
Oh yeah, no issues with the Rode, man. I went back to the Rode for the last couple of videos. Solid.
Rode's still treating us well. This is not sponsored by Rode at all.
Let me put my Rode jersey jacket. I don't have one. Looks cool though, but I don't have one. I wish I do.
All right. As far as again, we're on hashtag New Gear segment. Some stuff that I got. I guess it's just kind of like a quick update. Oh crap! Well, I don't have it here with me, but I finally had a chance to go in and shoot with the RX10 Mark IV a little bit. And my, oh my, that is a very, very interesting camera. I was shooting some indoor volleyball with the RX10 Mark IV, and the eye autofocus was tracking past through the net. And I was like, wow, this thing is a really fun camera. And holy smokes, we just got another super chat, Jason Vong. Mr. Tom Brown. Tony Brown. Thank you, Tony Brown.
You related to I'm the Brown?
He didn't even leave us a message. Thank you, Tony Brown. Appreciate the super chat. So yeah, we were talking about so the RX10 Mark IV is a really fun little camera, Jason. You got to go try it out. Try it out sometime. Yeah, and the video is pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
on it, and you're saying like the 24 zooms to. I mean, like you start from 24, you can zoom to 600 in like no time, right?
Yeah, when you're not recording. See, that's the funny thing. When you're not recording or doing anything, it'll zoom pretty fast. But once you hit record, it slows down, but it's still pretty good.
I'm guessing that's because it's thinking like maybe when you're shooting a video, you don't, you want usable footage, so it wants to just slowly zoom in. I don't know.
But it does have issues. So when you zoom in all the way to 600 really fast, it will have an issue to try and focus in on that subject that's 600. So I got to kind of play around with it a little bit more to kind of get a feel for it. I had a student of mine use it to record a football game on Friday, and he said it worked pretty well. So I got to go check out that footage and see how well that went for him. But the thing is with the autofocusing, it's not bad. I mean, it's not A9 speed wise as they were kind of making comparisons to, but it's good. It's just that it's a one-inch sensor, so it's when I'm shooting indoors with a 1-inch sensor, my camera's going to 6400 ISO, and you definitely see a lot of grain in it. But I mean, if you're just shooting it out to the web, it's going to be pretty darn good. So I think it's a really interesting camera. And by the way, also, like I said in my other video, the RX10 Mark IV has the A7R3's feature of making proxies as well. So you can record some video on the RX10 Mark IV and pass it on to your smartphone and upload it if you actually wanted to. So there's some really interesting features in the RX10 Mark IV that you're finding in the A7R3. So
have you been using it solely for videos or for photos as well, like a good mixture?
Doing a mix. When I was, well, I guess primarily when I was watching when I was playing the volleyball game. I do want to test it out, just shooting photos for football. There's like a football game on Thursday, but I got to send it back to pro support, so we'll see if I can ask for an extra day.
Get an extension. I think it should be fine.
We'll see if I can. I'll just give me an extension up until Jason Vong's workshop, and I'll just hand it to you guys over there. But it's through Lens Rental, obviously. So
cool.
That's that. And then I picked up another one of these. Hopefully my disappear, but I picked up another one. Oh, crap. Hold on, guys. Give me a second here. All right. I am so sorry. Very unprofessional here. But I got another one of these. It's the AV.io 4K. It's a 4K capture card. Well, I guess it's like a capture card, right? So here's the thing. This thing retails for like $4.99, I think. I had eBay, but I had like 8% eBay. So I went on eBay. I just typed in AV.io 4K. And all of a sudden, I saw one for about $300, brand new, for $300 from a reputable seller that had some actual feedback. So I went ahead and ordered it. I don't know. I could always use one of these because I'm going to start doing those tutorials again, and I could always use these capture cards, especially in 4K. So I'm very interested in that. So we'll see if it works when it comes in. But I picked up one of those. So yeah.
Just I don't know if anyone noticed, but my webcam quality got better. So that you reminded me with your AV.io. Like I also did some troubleshooting with the what is it called again, Danny? The Black Magic recorder thing, which allows me to hook up my Sony cameras to shoot these live shows. So I got it to work again. It's just a matter of getting all my firmwares updated and the software updated, and that did the trick. I don't know why, but it did the trick. So
it's amazing. I'm glad you were able to figure that out.
Yeah, thank goodness. So everything is getting fixed. I had time to troubleshoot everything. So back to crispy 720p quality instead of that 480 potato webcam.
Let us know in the comments, hopefully, what in the heck you guys got as far as hashtag new gear. So really quick, I don't think we got to it, but when Alex dropped that comment, he said he actually got a new dash cam for his car to do time lapses on his road trips. I think that's pretty darn awesome. I mean,
cool.
Yeah, what kind of dash cam? I'm curious. Is it like GoPro quality or however it is? That'd be pretty cool.
Sony RX0.
Michael Vaughn Pick Photography says, mine says back ordered too on his camera. All right, let's see here.
He pre-ordered the Mark III. Sterling Sanders says new gear iPhone X. Godox 80B2 A7R3 pre-order.
Alan, did you say Alan Ip already? Sorry,
Alan Ip, no, not yet.
Got the Zhiyun Crane V2, probably
nice.
Thanks to Jason Vong there.
I do what I can. Damon Hart says new gear macro filters. Awesome.
Let's see.
Let's see here.
I'm still going, still looking. Tag the Shooter's asking where the heck to find that battery deal, and I don't know if he caught on to it already, but it's on bestbuy.com, right? You got to get it online.
Bestbuy.com.
You got to add three of those FZ100 batteries, right?
Yes. Yeah.
FZ100 batteries, and then you'll see the discount.
Okay. And then
Rich Ramos, hashtag new gear, A7R3 pre-order.
Nice. Jolie says A7S2 with a 24-70 G mastered, 70-200 G mastered. I'm shooting my own wedding. New gear. Wait, they're shooting. You're shooting your own wedding, as in like you're shooting your own wedding.
What the heck is that? Wow, this guy. He's like, hold up, let me go ahead and set up a camera on a tripod.
Vlog it. Hold it up. Vlog it. Wow.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's crazy.
I'm the Brown. Nice for getting featured spot on Sony a7RIII. Thanks, I'm the Brown. Appreciate it.
Congrats. Scott's review says iPhone X coming tomorrow. Going to review the RX5 versus the iPhone X. Oh, that is an interesting comparison to see.
Let's see. Alonso Ramos.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just upgraded to full frame. I got the Sony Alpha 99. Is that the Mark II or the Mark I? With the Minolta 80 to 200 2.8, the 2870 f 2.8 for about $1,500. I mean, those sound like pretty awesome lenses for the amount that you just paid for. So, I mean, what you need. I mean, that's awesome.
A-mount's not dead. A-mount's not dead. Steven Sanchez says, I pre-ordered my A7R III as well.
I'm telling you, man, people be pre-ordering that thing. Shoot.
Pre-order. If you haven't pre-ordered yet, we would greatly appreciate if you guys use our B&H and Amazon links to pre-order A7R III.
This guy with the hustle.
Not supposed to say that. Not supposed to say that.
Damn it, Jason. All right, so Leandro Romero. Hello from Argentina. Hey,
hello.
How's it going, man?
Photo Miak says, new gear, 1-inch copper coupling. I've been saving the rest of my new gear for next week when it gets here. Spoiler alert, I joined the Godox Communist Party. Oh, snaps, the Godox Communist Party.
Oh, shit. Which Godox? I'm guessing he's going to save that later for us. Killian Liptrot, iPhone 8 Plus. He's going to sell the RX 100 Mark IV now.
What? Get out of here.
I need to sell mine too. So, anybody on the market for Mark IV?
Taking auctions right now. So I hear 100, 100, 200, 200, 300, 300. Alteric Wilson says, new gear, Sony A9. He's going against the A7R III herd and going for that Sony A9.
Alric, did you want to get the A? You were dead set on the A9 already, right? I'm just curious to know what your thoughts are on that. All right.
Let's see here.
Pixel 5.
Go ahead.
I ordered an open box A7 Mark II today. I'm assuming we won't see the A7 III on shelves for another 6 to 8 months. So I'm just moving to full frame with the Mark II for now. Pixel 5, you know what? You never know. What if it comes around by January? I don't know. Maybe CES time frame, right? I don't know.
Oh, maybe. Hey, did they announce cameras at CES?
I wouldn't think why not. I mean, why not?
Right. You know what? It makes sense. It's a consumer electronics show. A7 II is
kind of in that consumer market.
Yeah, prosumer market too. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Big traction, big event, get a lot of coverage.
I mean, Danny, just really quickly, do you think they're skipping the A7 III, or you think it's actually going to come out?
No, they're not going to skip that. I would say just the fact that there's the A7R III kind of already situates an A7 Mark III. So I don't know, man. I was wrong. So take whatever I say with a grain of salt, man. All this stuff is just entertainment. There's people who take everything we say too seriously, but I'm just like, man, it's all just entertainment, man. It's just we're just poking in the dark with some guesses. So could there be an A7 Mark III? I don't know. I mean, could maybe just get the A7R II. I mean, it's going down to $2,000 in terms of prices online. I mean, maybe that might be exactly what you need. So who knows?
Yeah, you know what? You're kind of right.
Right? I mean,
that's pretty much an A7 II already.
Wouldn't it be?
I mean, like you're just getting more megapixels than you want, but I mean, it's at that $2,000 price range. It's like the A7.
You got the 4K. Yeah, you're getting a lot of good stuff with the A7R II, and if it hit that price range, maybe later becomes $16.99 or something like that, $17.99. I mean, that would be a really great A7 II replacement. So it's just kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah. Does the A7 II even have S-Log?
No, I don't think
so. I mean, like that's pretty much a bonus right there. You have S-Log 2 on the A7R 2 plus 4K 30. I really don't think 4K 60 is happening on A7 II. If they didn't give A7 III, sorry. If they didn't give it to the A7R III, I highly doubt it's going to be on the A7 III. So It's likely we'll see it on the A7S III, but that's just a hope.
Okay, I see picture profiles on the A7 II. So yes, it looks like they do have. Yes, there's S-Log 2. I take that.
Okay, there's S-Log 2. Never mind.
Yeah. Why do I still have this A7 II? Damn it. I still have to make a guide on it in a video, so I haven't forgotten about it. So,
all right, let's try to wrap this up, Danny.
All right.
Let's see here. Tag the Shooter says, pre-order A7 III. Where's the free stuff with the pre-order? I think we already talked about that.
We're going to talk about it a little bit in news.
We'll talk about it in a little bit, but we'll let you guys know. Nathan Figueroa, what's good? What's good, man?
Sterling Sanders. Sorry, I'm just going to jump on this answer real quick because he's asking about the capture cards. I don't know. I never use the internal ones, so I've just been using externals because I use laptops.
Nice. Scott's review says 2017 MacBook Pro, but OS High Sierra is not compatible with Sony Updater. Can't update firmware. Can you? I've only updated one of my Macs to a High Sierra, so haven't had an issue so far yet.
Okay, I am totally lost.
Yeah. Dustin Francis's new gear finally going mirrorless. Ordered a pair of A7 IIIs, grips, batteries, Sigma MC11, Sigma Art 14, 24, 35, 50, 85, 135, and Sigma Sport 120, 300 f2.8 extension tubes, Godox flash. Dude, Dustin, is it Christmas for you or something? Is it Christmas lunch and dinner for you? Holy crap, that's everything. Holy snap!
Must be a business.
Must be wow. You have like the entire Sigma library, man. The entire Sigma art library right there. That's crazy. Smokes. Actually, you're missing the 20. You're missing the 20 mil 1.4.
Yeah. Damn. That's nice. Dustin.
Holy snaps.
That's awesome. Make an unboxing video. Make an unboxing. Do you have like an unboxing? I'd love to see like a full unboxing video of all that stuff.
Yeah, man. Let's just crack them boxes open like Christmas. Film that, tape it, send it off to YouTube. Let us watch it.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see here. Pixel 5 says, I paid $1K for the A7 II. Big price difference from the A7R2. Indeed. Indeed it is.
Yeah, definitely.
On the Brown says, Jason Vong looks like the NWA would look like they were photographers instead of rappers. What am I missing here?
I can put on a hat. They're asking about that. Not sponsored. Not sponsored at all.
Oh, you're talking about me. I look like NWA. Okay, well. That's it.
All right.
Sorry, go ahead.
Are we going to jump to the news real quick?
Yes. Give me one.
Actually, we're gonna jump to some information. Those of you that are on the live stream, there is an upcoming event coming up with our other host here, Jason Vong. Jason Vong, can you share a little bit about what's going on that haven't heard yet about what's going to go down soon?
Wait, what's going on? I'm so lost.
The event that you're doing.
I was like, what are we talking about again?
Did I get signed up for something?
Yeah, I was like, what? Oh yeah. So, in case you guys didn't know, if you guys are in Los Angeles, there is a bunch of free Sony workshop that's happening at Sammy's Camera this week, this Friday, and this Saturday. So one of the free workshops that's happening is hosted by me. I'm going to show you guys how to use the Sony Alpha cameras with the Zhiyun crane, go over some basic movements, how to bounce the crane, how to get some cinematic shots using such a lightweight setup as opposed to using something like a DJI Ronin M and Red cameras and whatnot. So
damn, Red cameras?
Oh wow, no, wait, hold on. There's no Red cameras. Not sponsored by Red.
I heard Red cameras and I was like, whoa.
But yeah, so that's Friday's class. And then on Saturday, I'm hosting one with Jason Lanier. So we'll be talking about how to be a YouTube content creator. As for details of how that's going down, not too sure yet. Mr. Lanier is a little bit busy right now, but hopefully I can talk to him and see what we can sort out. So
what's that thing that people talk about? A diss tape or a diss track?
The diss track. The diss track.
There you go. Make a diss track and you will grow your YouTube channel.
Yes, make a diss track. I don't know, just rip on anybody, force them into this diss track collaboration. You'll blow up. You'll definitely blow up on YouTube.
What time is your Friday workshop and also your Saturday one? Roughly what time?
Friday's workshop is at 1 1 p.m., 1 to 3 p.m. And so far, I hear over 100 people are coming. So just a show of hands in the chat, who's coming? Let me know.
I didn't sign up, but I'll be there. So
thanks, Danny. Thanks for having my back. As for the YouTube creator, I forgot. I think that's at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock or so.
Wait, don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on it. I can't find it.
But, so are we gonna do like an unofficial meetup there again or something like that?
I mean, Danny, are you gonna be there on Friday?
Yeah. What the hell? I mean, I'll be there.
All right, let's do it.
I guess.
Unless meet up on Friday. Meet up on Friday.
There we go.
More details coming soon, and I still can't find that thing. Oh my gosh! Oh, there it is. Nope, that's not my class. Anyways, let's move on. I'm gonna put a link in the description, or this is not my channel.
Actually, can you actually edit the info?
I don't think.
Do you have access to that?
I don't have access to that. Okay, I finally found it. The class is from 3 to 5 on Saturday, so that's the one with Jason Lanier from 3 to 5, and on Friday the Zuyun Crane workshop is from 1 to 3.
And just some tips though, if people haven't been there before, they don't really have a big parking lot, Sammy's. Right.
So yeah, they don't have parking lot, but they do have street parking on that same street.
Wait. Sorry, was this Pasadena or LA?
Oh, this is LA, Fairfax.
Okay, got it, Fairfax.
Yeah.
So yeah, not a lot of parking, so plan ahead.
Yeah. Oh wow, over 100 people are coming. Yeah. Ooh, that parking situation might be bad. What if I can't find parking?
Just take an Uber.
So just
park somewhere and just take an Uber from there.
Photo VX says he's considering making a diss track for a few folks. I'm hoping to be one of those. Except I can't rap, so you'll probably just win. Level 9 Chow says, hey Jason, will those workshop sessions be recorded and posted online by any chance? Would be very helpful for people who can't attend. So I'm gonna look into asking the rep, the Sony rep who's hosting this workshop, to see if I can get it recorded. I definitely do, at least for archival purposes. So yeah.
Hey, unless you're gonna be there and you want to help Jason Vong out and help record, I think it'd be awesome. I mean,
yes, sir. Alex says, what about Saturday? Saturday is 3 to 5 p.m. for mine. But even if you don't really care about the video stuff, there's other workshops hosted by like other Sony artisans as well. So click on that link and you'll see what sort of classes are available.
But they only care about you, Jason. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's
man.
cool. That's cool too.
They only want to be there for you, man.
Let's see. Awesome. Okay. I think that's all the questions right there. Cool. Let's get on to the news, Danny.
All right, we're gonna go and speed through all these news items really quick. So, posted today on Sony Off Rumors, or whenever you're listening to this right now, there is a rumor, an SR2 of a 200 to 600 millimeter E-mount lens. Now, at this time, a comparable lens on the market is the Sigma or Tamron 150 to 600 millimeter lens. If this is true, based on the source who's been right on 2 other lens announcements, this will be a welcome addition to the long telephoto range for those that need that reach at that range. Sony's current 100 to 400 GM is the longest telephoto lens they have right now. Now, Jason Vong, I know you don't typically need long telephoto lenses, but what are your thoughts on a 200 to 600 millimeter lens? And have you tried one of those 150 to 600 lenses at some point?
No, I have never tried any of those long telephoto lenses, and probably not something that, I mean, like I'll probably rarely use. So, I mean, like the purpose for me to ever use those lenses will probably be at like concert gigs where I have to like shoot all the way from the soundboard. But those gigs are never paid, so I wouldn't waste money trying to like rent them. But I think it's good. I mean, like, what about you, Danny? I think this is more important. More up in your field. So do you think this is something that Sony needs to have right now, or should they have probably put in more effort into the other lenses?
You know what? I think if this is an actual lens, I mean, I don't think there's anything out there that has a particular focal length and zoom range to begin with, as far as 200 to 600. But I think it's interesting, and the reason why I do is because, you know, you obviously in their lineup they have a 24 to 70, right? They got that covered. Then they got a 70 to 200, and now you have a 200 to 600. So you're literally covering most of your focal length ranges with several, you know, a few different lenses. Now, in terms of pricing and what this is going to cost, who knows? I have no idea. But would I ever see myself using it? Potentially for daytime sports, maybe. It just depends on what it looks like when it comes out. So if the rumors are true and the source is good, I guess we're gonna see a 200 to 600 at some point. So
if you have to get that lens, that would be technically a quadrinity, right?
a quadrinity.
A quadrinity, man. I mean, like the 1635, 24 to 70, 70 to 200, now 200 to 600.
All of those lenses, which I do not own, with the exception of the 70 to 200. Oh man! Speaking of the 70 to 200, Jason Vong, have you updated your 70 to 200 yet? There was a firmware update.
I have not.
So Sony,
like, okay, sorry, go on. Let's read the update first.
So Sony issues a firmware update for the 70 to 200 G Master, which addresses an issue where update number 3 may prevent actual operation of the lens. In other words, this update, number 4, fixes the other update. So that's what's on the horizon for that. So
I don't think I even updated to 3 or I don't even updated to 3 or 2 even.
Yeah, I think it's I did the probably 2, but I don't think I did 3, which was supposed to improve autofocusing. So maybe
the update was mainly for the A9 to begin with, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna. I probably do it maybe in a few weeks or something like that when some more sports start coming around. Right now it's a little dry on that end, but yeah, I'll probably do the update soon. But in case you were wondering and you have a 70 to 200, there are some updates around the corner. Make sure you get your 70 to 200 updated. So
if anyone has actually updated their firmware, let us know if you see any improvement yourselves.
Yeah, would love to know that. So speaking of. Okay, I can't transition to this anyway, but
there is no good transition to this.
Speaking of cameras that can use the 7200, did you know B&H Photo is giving out a free SD card with your pre-order of the A7RIII? Jason Vong, did you get that offer when you got the pre-order of the A7RIII initially?
No, I did not. I didn't even know they even updated to get to have the free SD card until like
they're so sneaky. So yeah, I didn't know about that. It was posted on Sony Off Rumors that you could get a free 64 gigabyte UHS 2 SanDisk Extreme Pro card, which honestly is a really good deal. I mean, it's about $120 retail on top of the camera already, so that's pretty good. So if you did pre-order early through B&H Photo, make sure you contact them. I haven't done it. I'll probably do it soon. Contact them. Let them know you got a pre-order and that you'd like to get the SD card. So
yeah, I contacted them and they quickly over the weekend just added into my order. So hey, free SD card, why not?
Hey, you could sell it if you didn't want it.
Oh no, you need it for that A7RIII, man. At UHS 2 support, come on.
Well, I mean, unless you want to get a 128 gigabyte version. I mean, I don't know.
That's true.
I like to live life dangerously with those larger SD cards. So
yeah.
All right, moving on. So over the summer, I picked up a lens from 7 Artisans, which is this 25 millimeter f1.8 prime lens. Okay, it's a manual focus lens, and you know what? For the price, about $70 US, it's okay. It's a nice fast prime, 25 millimeters, which is decently wide on an APS-C camera body. But did you know 7 Artisans is also announcing 2 new E-mount lenses, a 12 millimeter f2.8 and a 35 millimeter f1.2. And so, yeah, they are for crop censored, and they're obviously offering these on other bodies like Canon EOS M and I think Micro Four Thirds. So it's not just Sony E-mount APS-C. So, yeah, that's about it. As far as lenses go, Jason, Rokinon makes a 12 millimeter f2. Meiki makes a 12 millimeter f2.8. And Rokinon actually makes a 35 millimeter f1.2. Those are manual focus prime lenses. So I just want to let you guys know about that. And yeah, definitely we'll be checking out the 35 depending on the price whenever it gets released. So Yeah, there you
Was
go.
the one that had like really good image quality that was also like talked pretty highly of.
Are you talking about the Camland?
Yeah, the Kumlun.
The 51.1? That thing?
Yeah, have you tried it yourself?
I did. I tried it. That's what I tried on my A9 and APS-C camera, APS-C,
Mode.
an APS-C lens. Yeah, I tried it on that one. And I don't remember what I said about it. I totally forgot already, but I think it wasn't, obviously it wasn't sharp wide open, but it actually was a really interesting lens. So
It was decent enough. I think Kai reviewed it. And he said it's pretty decent for
yeah,
what it was. I mean, there was
for the price
vignetting, but
for the
yeah,
price you're paying, I mean, that's really what it comes down to. And like I said, I don't think in terms of sharpness, the 25 1.8 is amazing. But again, you're paying, $70 for it. So, but there you go. That's that. And the last thing that's on my news item, which is interesting, Jason, I have a question for you. Have you ever used a speed booster before?
only with the GH4, the Panasonic GH4 when I had it.
And I was in the same boat. And you know what? When I first got the Alpha 6300, I had planned to get a speed booster with Metabones, the Metabone speed booster for the Sony Alpha 6300, and actually use it with some Canon lenses. But I never ended up doing it. Like, it never happened. But for those of you out there, Viltrox, I don't know if you've heard that name before, they have an adapter that's designed for APS-C cameras with Canon EF mount lenses. Now, you are going to get autofocus. They have two switch options on there, which is contrast detect and also phase detect. But it's a focal reducer, so it's going to give you one stop of improved light, and then it's going to make your field of view wider by 0.71. So effectively, a regular what you would get out of a speed booster. So retails for $188. They say cameras that are supported are the A9, the A7, A7R, A7S, A6000 series, and NEX cameras. So, Jason, I don't know. Would you find any use in this potentially? I don't know. Your thoughts?
I mean, with the new lenses, the new lineups that Sony's releasing, I just really don't see the point of needing to adapt lenses anymore, unless you want to do videos and you're looking to save money and get like Canon lenses, and you just want to adapt. You're okay with manual focusing. That's the only reason why I would see you needing the Canon glass. But to be honest with you, I'm actually quite interested in picking this up just to give it a shot.
I think it's interesting because you know why? Because the Metabone speed booster is like $400 to $500. I think. I know. Actually, it's like 600.
Ridiculous. It's like 649. I think.
Yeah. So the Metabones is 600 and almost 650. I think, based on Jason's there. So I think this is a very interesting speed booster if it claims to be what it is. It also has a USB to update the firmware. So I am going to be interested in checking this out as well and trying it on a couple of the Canon glass that I do have, because I've always been interested in trying to testing out a speed booster on like an Alpha 6500 or Alpha 6300 and seeing kind of the results that you can get out of it. So, but yeah.
I mean, the reason why the Metabones is so expensive because they're the best. They're the best adapters on the market. So
yeah.
That's just my opinion, but I think a lot of people can agree on that. But hey, $188. I might want to pick it up and give it a shot.
Everyone's always trying to save money, and I mean, if you're doing video, I think this might be pretty awesome. Might be a very interesting option.
I'm just interested in testing out the autofocus in video and photo mode.
Yeah, I think it even has eye autofocus if you set it to contrast detect.
Contrast?
It says, yeah, I think in the notes it said if you set it to contrast detect, it actually eye autofocus potentially works. So that's what I'm saying. It's a very interesting speed booster. So will be interesting to see. Maybe it's garbage. Who knows? So leave that for us to worry about, I guess.
Which is the adapter that like completely destroys a camera? Was it Viltrox?
No, it was it's not Viltrox, but I know what you're talking about. They took it off the market. It was gone. They took it off. Like it completely. Yeah. I saw that guy at Photo Plus. I should have said hi.
The guy who got his Nikon destroyed?
No. The guy who advertises for that company for their products. Oh. I saw him there.
Did that adapter that destroys Canon cameras? I mean,
yeah, I just saw him there, and I was gonna say, hey, I was like, nah, just keep moving on,
Okay. It's photodiox. That's the adapter.
There we go. Photodiox. Cool.
Yes. How crazy. All right. Should we go through some of the comments really quick?
Yeah, if you see something, let's go ahead and take a look at it. see
Cool.
here.
Awesome. I see questions, and guys, we're probably going to do open Q&A in about 10 minutes, so hang on to those questions. And let's see here.
Eric, hashtag support Jason.
Support Jason, damn right. Come on to the LA. Come hang out with me and Danny.
Yep.
Let's see here. PhotoMeX says he's hoping to get one for his last wedding of the year, December 29th, which I think he's talking about the A7R3.
Okay, cool.
And Phil Whitmer Film says, I've been shooting A9 for weddings for a bit now. It's kind of hard without picture profiles.
Damn right. You tell him that. You tell him that. Sterling Sanders says, no need for the 200 to 600. Just got the 2X teleconverter for your 70 to 200. But that just makes it a 400 millimeter lens.
Uh-oh. Clear image zoom, man. Get 800, right?
Yeah.
Sterling Sanders says, Sony lenses are great. No need to adapt. Just want them to put OSS in all their zoom lenses. I mean, I think they're not doing that because all their bodies are coming out with in-body image stabilization. So save the cost of putting in OSS in their zoom lenses. I don't know. That's just what I'm guessing.
Let's see here.
Okay, PhotoMeX says, exclusive information. I'm working on 3 Photok, 1 Moto challenge. Very nice. Let us join in too. Angel Digitalist, how good is the Metabones adapter for the Sony? Why be able to get eye tracking focus of the A7R3? It's been a while since I used the Metabones adapter, so the last time I tried it, it didn't work that well with the eye autofocus. But just don't expect stellar results if you're adapting lenses.
They did make some gains with autofocusing with the A9 with the Metabones adapter with Canon glass. I think they even got it up to like 10 frames per second autofocusing with some of the lenses. So there was some advancements in the Metabones adapter. So, but I haven't really done a lot more homework on it, which hopefully I'll have more time to do.
Cool.
Let's see.
All right. Cool. All right.
I think that's
awesome.
All right, folks. We are down to our actual main topic today, which is our clickbait title. Oh crap! I said the word clickbait. Anyway, so our title, which is the Sony a7R3, and really whether or not you should buy it or upgrade to it. Actually, if you're in the comment section as a viewer, whether you're just kind of hiding along the lines, could you just let us know if you've pre-ordered the A7R3 at this point and whether or not you're going to buy it, or if you're on the fence about it and you're looking to upgrade. So, Jason, you've had some time already to kind of sizzle on this A7R3, and I kind of wanted to.
Plenty of sizzling.
He definitely has. Let's see here. I had some notes about as far as features on the A7R3. Let's see here. All right, Jason Vong, A7R3. There's a question I have for you. Do you know if the A7R3 has the same anti-distortion capabilities as the A9?
Has the same? I don't know.
Because I looked at the booklet. There was no mention at all of anti-distortion. So, you know, when you're doing that golf, the example they gave was that golf swing. The A7R3 has no mention of that at all. So if you know, actually, it's weird. I'm asking the viewers a question. Does anyone know whether it has anti-distortion? Because I think that's a key advantage. Because there was a question that we got earlier. Someone mentioned from Pat Dinko says, what exactly are the advantages of the A9 over the A7R3? So that was a big one.
Well, my thought is if they didn't put it in, it's just probably because they're not marketing it as a sports camera like they did for the A9. They feel like maybe it's more necessary for the A9 to have that anti-distortion versus the A7R3. But you're right, I'm not seeing it.
And then what is it? Snap click.
But hey, there's a good chance that you guys can remind us to ask Sony this Friday because there's going to be an A7R3 for us to demo over there.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, so they are going to have some demo units out there.
well, not, I don't know about demo units to play with, but there's going to be at least one copy there that you can probably talk.
Just one copy?
Maybe just
for
one.
Jason?
I don't know. Like, last time there was just one of the A9. So
I'm just waiting for Jason Vong to pull his A7R3 from below the table there.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. All right. Oh, what is this? Here's the A7R3. I'm holding it right now.
Oh, shoot. Okay. So, all right, Jason. So let's go ahead and talk about this real quick. Then, what are some of the features that are important to you on the A7R3? If you had to pick 3 features right now, what would they be that really stood out to you on the A7R3?
You know, it's really that improved autofocus. I think that's something that, you know, I was just so blown away from the A9. So having it almost as good as the A9 is something that I'm definitely excited about. What else is there? I need some refreshers.
Actually, can we dissect that right now as far as the autofocusing? Okay, so check this out. So the A9 has 693 phase detect points, whereas the A7R3, well, the A9 has about a 90% coverage of the entire field of view that it has, whereas the A7R3 is roughly about 60 to 70% coverage. It has 399 phase detect points, but it also has 425 contrast detect points. On the other hand, with the A9, I couldn't really find anything mentioning how many contrast detect points the A9 actually has. I only see it in the documentation that it's 693. So did the contrast detect points that they added in the A7R3 give it a much better advantage, especially with the eye autofocus, which is what I'm assuming? So I know I need help from the viewers. This is weird. I mean, I don't know. Let's crowdsource that information. I'm going to ask about that on Friday when I get a chance to. I just need some clarification on that because the impression I got that when I was told the A7R3 autofocusing system was similar, if not on par with the A9 in terms of its capabilities, but I would still assume the A9 is still going to be better than the A7R3 to a small extent. How much? I don't know. So.
And just my next two, I guess, would be the joystick and the bigger batteries. I mean, like, honestly, I think I mentioned this in my videos that I don't necessarily need the A7R3. It's just I'm upgrading because I'm doing all these YouTube videos and I got to stay ahead of the game, got to immerse myself in the latest tech from Sony. So that's the biggest reason why I'm upgrading to the Sony A7R3. But whatever I just mentioned, the joystick, the bigger battery, the improved autofocus are the 3 things that I'm most looking forward to for the A7R3.
Okay.
What about you, Danny?
All right. So the features that really stand out to me on the A7R3 is going to be ergonomics, right? It's the features that they have on there that I was kind of whining about a little bit, I guess, that they don't have in the A9, which is the rate feature on the A7R3, which you saw.
Right. That's
finally. It's stupid. It's the stupidest thing ever. It's so simple, yet it's a much needed thing. I could see using it for portraits as well as sports, being able to tag my images. I mean, I really like let's see here. I think that's the main one. Everything else is kind of like a downscale of whatever the A9 was, but definitely the rate feature on the camera. And then obviously the picture profiles coming back, as well as the proxy stuff. I know we talked about it a little bit when we were over there, but it's really weird. I do like the fact of being able to transfer my files from the camera to my phone, like little video clips on there, and the A7R3 has that. But I wanted to go ahead and talk a little bit more about what Jason said, that the big things about the A7R3 that really appealed to him kind of fall into the fact that it has slightly better autofocusing, the joystick, and a bigger battery. Right, Jason?
Right.
So my question for you is, what if the A7R3 was literally exactly the same as the A7R2? The only thing they improved was a bigger battery and a joystick. Okay? Same autofocusing, same everything else. Would you have considered getting it, though? That'd be a real question.
Yeah, that's tough, man. I mean, like, essentially, that's how I pretty much see it. I mean, again, I mentioned in my videos that if they had the 4K 60, it would have solidified the deal for me. But again, you know, I just want to stay ahead of the curve. You know, don't want to have to experience FOMO again with the A9, the whole A9 shenanigan.
I mean, right now when you do this, do you just go primarily with the battery, right? When you shoot the weddings, do you actually do USB power or anything like that?
I do USB power during ceremonies, especially long ceremonies, especially the Catholic ceremonies. Like they usually run on for like over an hour. So I do plug in a little battery pack for it. So yeah, that's something I'm just like kind of looking. I'm pretty looking forward to for like a better battery life.
Have you ever gotten to that point where you recorded for so long that the camera power is at 0 and the USB power is is practically keeping it alive? Have you ever gotten to that point?
It hasn't got to that point for me. I think like, yeah, has that ever happened to you? I just feel like it wouldn't happen if you're like within the hour mark.
It's happened to me. It's happened to me several
Man.
times.
Oh
I've shot like long events, like school events, and I'll record continuously for like an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then you'll get to a point where the battery is literally 0, and the power is barely keeping it alive. Obviously, it's consuming more power than it is actually charging. So I've seen it happen on my end before.
Let me ask you this: do you think with the USB-C now implemented and it can charge off USB-C, do you think it will charge faster? Do you think it will compensate for that battery drain now that it has USB-C?
You know what? I really don't know. But to be honest with you, I think because of that bigger battery, I don't think I'm even concerned anymore. Because obviously, if I'm using that larger battery and I'm using the USB, the power input into that, I'm sure it'll last whatever event that I needed to tackle on my end.
Very nice.
So
very nice.
But yeah, like I'm saying, that updated battery is a big deal. That updated battery, the dual card slots for people, joystick, all the ergonomic stuff, big time stuff. All right, let's see.
Sounds good. Seeing a lot of questions.
Let's check the comments.
Okay,
all right, let's go.
So
Alex Sandoval, Danny, the first guy to ever read the booklet.
Oh,
I had to make sure.
This thing has, yeah, dude, this thing has so much information here. It's like a lot of things that just like are not mentioned at the press event. That it's in here. So this is where we've been drawing.
I really, whenever I see those, I'm just going to pick them up every single time because it has so much information in there as far as the new things that are on there. It's awesome.
Actually, there's one thing that I forgot to mention that I'm looking forward to, not necessarily excited about because I'm unsure how much of it was really improved, but they're saying like the LCD monitor and the viewfinder are improved, so you're getting like higher resolution on both the LCD and the viewfinder. So that's
yeah, it's going to be
actually,
yeah, it's going to stay brighter when you're shooting in 4K. It's not going to dim, and
but would help us like make sure whenever we manual focus, like we can tell it's actually in focus because it's so hard to tell on those Sony screens, like. You know, if your subject is focused or not when you switch.
It's like it's a little easier in the A9, but it's still hard. It's still hard to judge sometimes. That's just my opinion.
So that's something that I don't know. Is it the same improvement then? Is it the same LCD monitor as the A9, or is it even slightly?
Yeah, the EVF and the back monitor are the same as the A9.
Okay, and they have a thing called a white magic technology, which is kind of funny. But it's supposed to help with the bright and clear outdoor conditions of LCD viewing. So, yeah. So that's something that I'm very interested in taking a look at for the A7R3.
All right, Sterling Sanders mentions that for both of us, it does not have anti-distortion, so you're definitely going to have some issues with the A7R3. So there is an advantage with the A9. Rolling shutter is an issue on the A7R3 for this very reason. It's one of the A9 benefits. I am going to say that the rolling shutter is more controlled on the A9. I've shot 4K, I've tracked sports, like football, people running. And it's odd. I noticed that the rolling shutter wasn't as bad as the Alpha 6500 when I used to do that stuff because the Alpha 6500 was terrible. But with the A9, it's a lot more controlled. So that is a definite difference between those two. So thanks for pointing that out, Sterling. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Let's see. A couple people, Dustin Membler pre-ordered A7R3. Alex wants to pre-order it, but he wants to sell his A7R2 first. Everyone is saying the A7R3 will have better video.
I think you might be able to squeeze more out of the A7R3 because of the picture profiles. Yeah. But I think in terms of just detail and quality, I think the A9 is definitely going to have the advantage because of the 6K to 4K downscaling or the downsampling, whatever it is. But you're still getting 5K to 4K, and you're gonna get access to picture profiles. So I don't know. It'll probably be pretty close.
So Pat Dinko asks, so is the A9 like? I'm guessing he's asking if it's equivalent to the 1DX Mark II, and the A7R II is equivalent to the 5DSR. Yeah, I think you can kind of make that comparison.
Yeah, I would say that it's just that with the 1DX Mark II's got that 4K 60p. Damn.
Oh, throwing that shade.
Yeah, that's what it is. Thanks, guys, for pointing out the contrast detect points of 25. See, that's the thing I'm wondering, though. Okay, so the A9 only has 693 phase detect, 25 contrast detect, and then you got the A7R III with 400 plus contrast detect points. Which one's going to be better, and where's the benefit in that? I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see.
SnapClick brought up something very interesting that I completely forgot as well. The buffer, everything seems much faster. So yeah, I think they increased the amount of raw photos you can take before the camera starts to slow down on you. So it's like, what, 76 raw images now?
I think it's 71. It's 71. And it's like it could be a 76, 71, 240, 240. No, you're right. 76 raw and 241 on the A9.
Yeah. So that means, that means now if you shoot that 23 when you had that issue with your A7R II before, it should clear up that buffer pretty damn quick now with the A7R III. So
absolutely. I don't think there's really an issue anymore with the buffer unless you really need to hold the shutter button down. So you know who you are. Maybe you need that predominantly. So
let's see here. You know what, Danny? I think there's a lot of, I've been getting questions a lot. A9 or A7R III?
Okay.
Your experience with the A9 far exceeds mine.
So here's the thing. The one thing that I'm very curious about that I want to test personally, because I'm always of the mindset that I want to try it out myself. It's never, someone will say something and it's great, but I also want to test it out on myself. It's the blackout on the A7R III. The A9, when you shoot in electronic shutter mode, has no blackout, 20 frames per second. Meaning when I'm firing a subject that's running across the screen, there's not going to be really any lag, any delay, or any like blipping black screen flashing there. With the A7R III, I think at up to 8 frames per second, you are going to see a black screen, like a black screen flicker. And then if you shoot at 10 frames per second at continuous high, you're actually going to get that stuttering, that stuttering situation like you do with the Alpha 6500. So that's what I was reading into. If there's someone in the comments that can clarify that, again, that's something I'm going to ask on Friday when I get to test it out a little bit more, is what kind of blackout are you getting? Is the blackout coming out with the electronic shutter, or is it the mechanical shutter? And at 10 frames per second, am I going to get slowdowns on the EBF or the live view? So I'm curious about that. Other than that, I think it's very, very interesting. So I don't know.
I'll say this, man. If they put picture profiles in the A9, I might actually just pick up the A9 instead of the A7R III.
There you go. You heard it there first. Jason Vong wants picture profiles. Let's make it happen.
I want it.
David Osler says contrast detect is not as good as phase detect. Okay, interesting. Good.
Phase detect is amazeballs.
Alex Sandoval says the pixel shift stuff is a gimmick. We'll see. I'm curious about that stuff. Let's see. Nightbot's going to go ahead and steal an A7SR3 on Friday. That's interesting. That's a new one.
Sony truck, watch out. Danny, have you returned that truck yet?
Not yet. It's still in the backyard. Okay. I was ProSport was telling us, remember when we were there, that there is a new card feature on the A7S, the A7R III with like overflow, I think, or something like that. I totally forgot like what it was exactly. I don't know if you remember what I was talking about, but the A9, whatever, it's
like it will continually shoot to the next card if your first card runs out.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and I think with the A9 it doesn't do that. Let's see.
So Michael Von Pick was just asking like, how's the second card used for videos? So pretty much, I think this is take it with a grain of salt. We're not really sure, but if you fill up the first card, it'll roll over to the second card. And that's actually a question someone asked me, Danny. I don't know if you know, but can you actually shoot 4K videos to both cards at the same time, or just one at a time?
I think that would have been a big one if they could. I don't think it can.
But I think but then you can actually duplicate the first card to the second card in camera, right?
That I do not know.
Okay.
I do not know.
More questions to ask on Friday.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see here.
Casper says the video from the A9 is amazing. It is. The A9 4K video is really damn good, and that's why I'm saying I think even with the addition of the picture profiles, it enhanced it even more. But you know, for obvious reasons, it doesn't. Well, actually, there's no obvious reasons. No idea. So, wait, someone says they're doing both 4K on their two cards. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. Let's ask.
Phil Whitmer film says I'm doing 4K to both my A9 on my A9 with UHS 1 cards.
Oh, so it's possible.
I guess.
Diana says still no flip screen though. Yeah,
that's true.
Teary eye. Let's see here.
Alex Sandoval says, I don't understand why an LCD company can have such a crappy LCD on their cameras and Canon, which is a camera company, have a better LCD. It shocks me. I agree with you. The LCD can use some improvements. I mean, if we have to pay a little more, I don't know. The screen on the Canons are really darn good. I mean, when I see those things, right, Jason, when you had the chance to use them, they look really good. And I think Sony really needs to get to that point. But that's
hold on. Let me just cover this really quick. Yes, the Canon screen is really good. Let's see here. Let's see how Angel Digitalis asks, how good is the A7R3 during daylight? Better than the R2? They're saying it's the autofocus is twice, like 2 times better than the last one. So, as in terms of like real world difference, like can you actually notice it? I don't know, but for sure, if you do it with the eye autofocus, it's gonna like lock onto that eye way better than the A7R2.
Photo Miike saying that having the viewfinder blackout stopped anyone from creating great images. No, it doesn't. I'm just comparing those particular features there. So,
Carlos asks, can you tweak the picture profiles to see the effect in the EVF before shooting? Yeah, once you mess with the settings for your picture profile, you can see it on both the LCD and your viewfinder. So you'll see the effect take place.
The Brown's asking, Atomos Ninja Inferno can record 4K 60 video. Combining it with the A9 or A7R3, will you get the 60p? Jason?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Because your camera can't do it by itself. Your camera needs to be able to do it by itself for the recorder to actually have that option to shoot 4K 60.
They're saying that since there's Mario playing in the background, the video is going to get flagged.
Oh, really? Turn that off. Turn that off.
But I'm sure it'll be fine.
Someone says because you're playing Mario, we're going to get this video flagged. Well, only like a fourth of the screen is being shown. Sorry, Vivian's playing Mario. She's almost done. She's going to beat the game very soon.
Okay.
Let's see here. Diana says, Jason, in this camera book. Yeah, this is the Bible for us.
Dude, those are really good. Those books. I gotta pick them up.
Dude, they have a page of accessories. That's insane. This is like, hey, you know what? We think you need to spend some more money, so here's all the accessories that you possibly might need before you get the A7R3.
Yeah.
Casper says Danny hates his A9. Is that true, Danny?
I don't hate it. It's just kind of like I just want that of all the features that I was mentioning in my video, I think the rate button feature is the one I really want the most. So that's about it.
Do you think now that they're including the A7R3 that they're going to put that rate feature in the A9? Because I feel like, and I think we talked about this at Photo Plus, that the rate feature is probably way more important to sports shooters than for portrait shooters.
I would say it's equally important in some degree, but I mean, for sports people, it would be nice just to tag the photo really quick right on the spot. So, no, I think it's gonna come to the A9. It's just you gotta bring it up. That's what I keep saying. It's like you don't bring it up, it's never gonna happen. Okay, just bring it up. So, but I definitely want that feature. I think that's the only one that I care about the most.
Carlo Timothy, Jason Vong, what PP do you use for weddings? I use picture profile ones in its default settings. I've been experimenting with, what is it called again? Oh, EOS HD Pro Color, but I haven't shot a wedding with that yet. So I don't know if the next wedding that I will do. I think next wedding we're talking about shooting an S-Log too, but that's up for debate right now.
All right, sorry I'm jumping around here. I see a question from Rad Sushwalak, I think. Sorry about the last name, I'm butchering it. It says, I want to upgrade from the A7R2, but I feel I will lose close to $800 if I sell out to buy the A7R3. The buffer is the main reason for the upgrade. I do landscapes, but want to shoot soccer games. Do you mind shooting JPEGs for soccer? That's all I would say. I think if you don't mind shooting JPEGs, I think you'll be somewhat okay. I mean, you're not going to lose a whole lot. And do you really need the 42 megapixels when you're shooting soccer? Could you downscale a little bit more to like free up your buffer? Just a thought. And with soccer, I thought the A7R2 did pretty darn good with sports. So, but that's within reason though. Angel Digitalis says, if you had to select just one lens, Jason, for the A7R3, what would it be? If you can only choose one lens.
24 to 70, 2.8.
I thought you were going to say 24 to 105.
I mean, if I was on a budget, 24 to 105, for sure.
Yeah. Budget 24 105. You got a little bit more money on the side, 24 to 70 f 2.8. Hey folks, by the way, we're kind of at the last leg of our live stream. We're kind of just jumping into Q&As and questions. So if you have any questions or any commentary, please go ahead and drop them down into the chat. And if you're planning to head out pretty soon from the live stream, again, thank you so much for joining us on our live stream. And don't forget to drop a quick like if you can to help support us. And don't forget, again, Jason Vong's doing the live workshop in Sammy's Camera in LA on Friday and on Saturday. November 10th.
Yes.
And November 11th. All right.
Pat Dinko asks, are you guys excited at the 24 to 105 at all? Picking it up or nah?
I'm actually a little bit interested in it. I'm probably going to go ahead and get one from Pro Support to try out. And it might be interesting. It might be interesting with the APS-C stuff, but who knows?
I'm thinking it's because I have the 24 to 70 G Master, so I really don't need the 24 to 105. Yeah. But I'm thinking this is a good lens for anybody who's looking to have a run and gun lens for any types of situations for both photos and videos. So, I mean, I'm interested in picking up, give it a try, and let you guys know.
Okay. Sterling Sanders, thank you for the correction. He says you have both mechanical and electronic shutter blackout occurs at 10 frames per second. Okay, thank you.
Did you already did that? Okay, yeah, you already read that. Terry J Photography says, I wish Sony had the ability to shoot wirelessly to my iPad. That's the only thing that I miss from my Canon. Oh, that's actually quite interesting.
Sterling Sanders says, shoot raw always. Well, Nick, thanks for the like, man.
I don't know. Danny, have you processed raw lately?
Honestly, I don't even ever have time. I really don't. I mean, it just depends on what everyone has a different workflow. Everyone has a different thing. People have a little more time here and there, and they can always take more time to work on their photos. I mean, it is what people want it to be. So, but I mean, like I say, I shoot with my A9, I shoot in crop mode, and sometimes I'll shoot JPEG in crop mode if I don't really need raw files. Yeah.
I have to say though, when you're shooting some of those photos for me at Photo Plus, that dynamic range on the A9 is not bad at all. My new Twitter cover photo and my new Facebook cover photo. I mean, I was just pretty much almost a silhouette. I was pretty much like a silhouette because you expose for the highlights. I just brought it back to Lightroom. I brushed myself up, brushed up the exposure, and turned out fine. It looks great.
Yeah, That A9 is amazing in terms of dynamic range.
And it's so sharp too. I mean, like every photo that you took was pretty much like spot on the eye too. It's ridiculous.
You can thank the A9 for that. I had nothing to do with that.
Pat Dinkle says, I don't know. I feel like the 24 to 105 would be good for low light A7S series. All around good use. Yeah, hell yeah, definitely.
A7S3 series. A7S3.
Angel Digitalist asks, what's the best, most compact lens for travel for the A7R3? Any good pancakes? Isn't there like a 28 f2 or something?
I think so. I believe so. You're going to have to go with like those 35 f2.8 lenses. You know what I mean? Those are the ones that are pretty short end and more portable. Are you okay? I'm not asking Jason that, but that's the user. He says, I'm considering getting the A7R3, but I do events and portraits. I'm thinking about getting the 35 1.4, 85 1.8 instead of the 24 to 70 f2.8. Any thoughts on that? I think the 24 to 70 is a much more versatile choice for events, I would say.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, unless you have like maybe like a second body that has like a zoom lens.
Yeah, if you have like okay, for example, the only time I would choose a 35 and the 85 is if I have two camera bodies that I could take with me. So the 24-70 would be kind of your jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Okay, the faster glass is the reasoning why, because it doesn't have any lighting. Well, I mean, if you can, try to pick up some those Godox flashes, man. That might be a way to go. Just a thought.
Terry J, do you guys think the 35-1.4 is still worth the money? Hells yeah.
I gotta get that.
I regret selling that lens, man. Such an amazing bomb lens. I just so dumb.
All right, I think that's gonna do it, Jason, for this evening. And we already passed a rough hour there. So.
All right, awesome. That's pretty much it, guys.
Again, once again, thank you everyone for joining us on our live stream this evening. Again, you're gonna have to watch the replay if you missed some of the content. I'll try and get a little kind of outline going later on if I have a chance to do that this evening. Again, once again, thanks for joining us. And if you can, give the video a like. We'd always appreciate it. And Jason Vaughn, you got any last words you want to go ahead and drop on the live stream?
So we don't see you guys at my workshop this Friday and Saturday. We'll see you guys on the live show next Monday on my channel, Jason Vaughn.
Unless we do live at Sammy's camera.
Unless we do live at Sammy's camera. All right. So in terms of like any meetup that we're gonna have on Friday and Saturday, we'll let you guys know. Follow us on social media. Instagram is the best spot to probably get the most latest and up-to-date news from both of us. Right, Danny? Is Instagram your choice of social media?
Yeah, Instagram's gonna do it.
Okay, awesome.
All right. See you guys later. Bye.
Peace.